Hello, fellow humans. I have been under the weather for a few days now, and still am today. I can feel my body yelling at me to go rest, so I'm gonna keep this kind of brief. If I had to pick one of the 7 deadly sins that personifies me most, it would absolutely be sloth. Oh, hello! Something that I really love and have been doing a fair bit of since I've been sick is just simply being lazy in bed. I do want to clarify a couple things really quickly. First of all, of course, you should not just be lazy in bed all the time, every day. We're talking about this as something in moderation at times for reasons which I will get into in just a second. And second of all, there are various suggestions from the scientific and medical community that it might be in your best interest to save your bed and your bedroom for just sleeping and intimate times, just because when you are always on your laptop in bed or watching TV in bed or whatever, it can make it harder for you to wind down and sleep when it's actually time to sleep. And I get that, I do. But I live in a house with housemates, and maybe you live in a dorm, or whatever the situation might be. Sometimes your bedroom is the only space that's really your space, and when that's the case, sometimes doing stuff sitting in bed is either your only option or your only really comfortable option. So I personally work and read and do all sorts of things in bed all the time. If you don't like to do that, then I guess this doesn't apply to you, but just there are the caveats. Now we're going to move forward with the actual content. The reason that I really like just chilling in my bed and doing whatever I want to be doing is that it really recharges my batteries. Obviously, when you sleep in bed, your batteries get recharged in that sense, but I'm talking mentally, emotionally. It's like my bed is the charging station, and I'm in bed and I just get all nice and juiced up to be able to face the world after spending some time there. This is not all the time, all day. It might just be for like an hour a day, or every once in a while when you are sick or very, very stressed or whatever it might be. Spending a day when you have a day off just kind of chilling in bed can be really revitalizing for the next day. At least for me. Maybe for you too, but definitely for me. Plus, I will be honest, as I said, I am just a lazy, slothful person, and just being in my bed is just really nice. It's so comfortable and comforting. I'm not gonna lie. That being said, if you do choose to take some time, whether it's an hour or two or a whole day, to recharge yourself by just chilling in bed, there are a lot of options as to what you can do. I feel like kind of the general go-to is sort of lying in bed watching movies or watching a show on like Netflix or Hulu. That's definitely what I do, especially Hulu. I started watching Leverage yesterday, which I've had all kinds of great recommendations for, but I finally started watching it and I'm like 8 episodes in. I went through 8 episodes yesterday and I'm doomed. I'm absolutely doomed. But watching movies or watching shows isn't the only thing you can do with your lazy time or your lazy day. You can nap, obviously, because you're in bed. You can read if you like to read. You can spend time on the internet, which can involve, talking to other people or browsing blogs or social media sites that you like or whatever it is you do on the internet. I personally don't do as much interaction during my lazy time because I'm purposefully recharging, so I don't want to be putting too much energy out there. I'm kind of keeping it to myself. But your mileage may vary. But you can also do activities that you enjoy. You can draw in your bed, you can knit in your bed, you can cross-stitch or crochet, really any of those little like crafty things that just involves you just kind of sitting with your stuff, you can do very easily. You can write if you like writing. So if you really want to spend some time just taking down time, relaxing, like being in your nice comfy bed, but you don't want to just be a complete slug, think about things that you can do that are quiet, simple tasks that you would enjoy doing anyway, but you can do them in a very comfortable, relaxing state. So there's a variety of what you can do there, and it really comes down to what's going to be helpful to you, because the point of spending a day or some time lazing around in bed is not to be lazy, it's to recharge your batteries so the next day you can go out at 100% again, or at least as close to 100% as you can get. So if just doing nothing doesn't make you feel good about yourself, then don't do it. Because the point is to help yourself feel better and more revitalized after this period of time. If just sitting in bed, not doing much is going to make you feel gross and worthless, maybe don't do it. Or maybe ask yourself why it makes you feel worthless to take a little time to do nothing in particular. Just saying. Again, you don't want to spend all day, every day, being lazy in bed, but taking a little bit of time out of your day, or occasionally when you have a day when you don't have other obligations, sometimes taking a full day to really just rest and recharge like that can be really beneficial. If it's something that you know works for you, keep doing it. If it's something you know works for you, but you tend to do it a little too much, you know. And if it's something that doesn't work for you because you won't let yourself slow down, maybe give it a try and give yourself that time. It is really refreshing. As always, this is just something that I enjoy, something that I find help from, and if it doesn't work for you, that's okay. But figure out what does work for you to get the same result. We're always expected to be going at 100%, but nobody can go at 100% all the time. So you need to take that time to not do that. So either take my advice or figure out what works for you instead. Either way, take care of yourself. Because that's really what it comes down to, is just taking care of yourself and making sure that you get the time and space and revitalization of energy that you need. Because I don't know about you, but I have a lot going on, and we may or may not have our shit together, but we will get through our shit. But making sure that we are fully charged and fully rested is a very important part of that. I love you, find your jam, and have a really good week.